Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into 5 GTA RP servers that are absolutely dominating the scene right now. Whenever you're a brand new to GTA roleplay or just looking for your next big city to call home, these servers have it all, from wild gang turf wars to deeply immersive civilian jobs. So grab a snack, get comfy, and let's count down the top 5 RP servers worth your time in 2025. If you want a city that feels like it's running even when you're logged out, GrindRP is that place. This server is powerhouse on the Rage MP platform, and it's been holding the crown for years, not just surviving but thriving and consistently evolving. The population in GrindRP is the biggest flex. This isn't one of those 200 slot servers where you spawn in and wander empty streets. GrindRP runs hundreds of players at the same time, and because it's on Rage MP, which can handle large-scale multiplayer games better than FiveM, the city actually stays smooth and stable even when packed with players. It means that the world feels dense, alive, and spontaneous. Whenever you're in the business district, a gang neighborhood, or just chilling at a cafe, there's always energy buzzing around you. Another huge plus is that it's not whitelisted. Anyone can join, no interviews, no waiting around for approval, just jump in and start shaping your character. That low barrier makes it especially good for new RP players coming from GTA Online, because you get the freedom to experiment without fear of messing up some strict whitelisted scenario. But don't confuse easy entry with shallow content. GrindRP has an incredibly layered world. You got everything from police and EMS departments to government offices, gangs, corporations, and civilian jobs. The difference here is that player ownership drives the city. You can own a house, run a business, manage employees, build a car collection, and all of it fits naturally into the economy. The city doesn't just hand you things, you build your own path piece by piece, which makes progress feel meaningful. And speaking of economy, it's remarkably balanced for a server this size. There are fast starter jobs to help new players catch up, but also long-term systems like real estate, business investments, and player-run markets for veterans who like playing the slow game. Even with thousands of active players daily, prices stay relatively stable, which is really rare. Technically, GrindRP shines because of its Rage MP foundation. Rage MP allows for huge player slots and complex custom systems, and Grind uses that freedom fully. The server runs custom job mechanics, detailed UI systems, and unique scripts that just don't exist on most FiveM based cities. Performance holds up even during massive citywide events, which would crush half of the competition. And GrindRP knows how to keep things exciting. They run weekly and monthly events, always themed around something new: holiday celebrations, summer festivals, racing tournaments, seasonal city decorations, you name it. The vibe of the city literally changes with the calendar. Around Halloween you might see pumpkins and themed car meets, and by the winter snow is falling and the streets are full of festive lights. That constant refresh keeps longtime players from burning out and gives new players something big to jump into every week. Then there are the updates, and they're relentless. GrindRP isn't coasting on its size, it's consistently evolving. Right now they dropped a huge update packed with brand new cars, not recycled ones, but exclusive vehicles the server has never seen before. They keep the content loop fresh and make sure even veteran players have something to chase. That's a big part of why the community stays active. There's always something new to aim for, and the community is global. You'll find players from all the time zones, so the city is literally busy 24/7. That's a massive plus if you're a content creator or a streamer. You'll never log into silence. There's always gonna be a chase happening, a crowd gathering, or an event kicking off that become your next clip or a storyline. So that pretty much wraps up GrindRP. It's a city that runs like a machine but still feels alive, like a living, breathing world. To join the server, press the first link in the description, select English flag number 1, enter your details and make yourself an account. Once you do it, you're gonna be able to play in the server. By the way, Enchanted edition of GTA 5 is now supported and working on all English servers. If Crown RP is polished megacity, Pimpin' RP is its chaotic, adrenaline-fueled cousin. The kind of server where even walking down the street feels like a stepping into live highlight reel. Right away, Pimpin' stands out for one thing: player-driven chaos, but with structure. It's not a whitelisted server, so anyone can join, which naturally creates energy, but what's clever is how the energy gets channeled into actual systems instead of just random mayhem. The heartbeat of the server is Gang RP, and here's not just a side activity, it's the core of the city. Every gang has its own block, its own turf. There aren't decorative zones on the map, they're active territories that rival gangs can attack, capture and control. That dynamic creates constant conflict, borders shift, power rises and falls, and entire storyline gets written in real time as gangs push for dominance. And it's not just closed off to criminal groups. Pimpin' has public turfs that anyone can fight over, even civilians. Jump in, pick a side and earn rewards for kills and for capturing the turf. It's like mixing battle royale energy into RP world, and it works. It keeps the city buzzing even if you're not in an official gang. Then there's economy and progression systems, which are surprisingly rich. The city has public drugs that can be crafted and sold, 4 public crafting benches, and fully updating mining system with XP, progression and leaderboards. If you enjoy skill loops and gradual grind, it's incredibly satisfying to see your name climb up the charts. Every corner of the city has something happening: a turf under attack, a convoy of custom bikes roaring down the boulevard, a random mining crew flexing their leaderboard rank. It's unpredictable, and that's the fun. Pimpin' RP is built for players who thrive on the momentum, who want to see fast action and constant evolution without waiting days for approval or structure. It's fast, flashy and proudly over the top, and that's exactly what makes it unforgettable. Another server we have is called 17th Street RP, and the biggest standout here is their exclusive custom scripting. The most talked about system is definitely the gang progression system. This isn't your usual grab colors and cause chaos setup, it's structures. Gangs have levels, and as you rise through those, you unlock more power, territory control and influence. Higher level gangs can take on more lucrative activities, hold larger turfs, and even get access to unique perks or equipment that lower level crews simply can't. That means turf wars aren't just about bragging rights, they're about real strategic growth. If your gang slacks off, someone hungrier will catch up and take your spot. It gives criminal RP an actual sense of progression and long-term payoff, not just endless shootouts with no meaning behind them. Honestly, that design choice alone makes 17th Street feel more like an RPG inside GTA. There is a full DOJ system as well, which is also custom. Things like custom police MDT, which you can only find in this server. Most of the jobs the server actually has a progression system, leaderboards and all of that. Cooking drugs is pretty cool as well. They have animations and it actually takes a lot of steps to do. There are a lot of custom MLOs, custom weapons, and a lot of really thought out things. PDM actually has to track orders. They have to order the cars and deliver them to the dealership to actually sell them to people. There are also pet system, really cool housing system where you can even grow weed inside your personal house. You can rent your house to someone or even sell it to another player. And it's one of the best servers for beginners since it is a serious RP, but you can actually play it and actually enjoy it. There are weekly events that people host, pretty cool, so definitely check this one out. If the last two servers were built on speed and chaos, Echo RP is built on craft. It's the kind of servers where everything feels intentional, from the lighting to the way people carry themselves. Echo has been around since 2019 and the time shows. This isn't a city that's still figuring itself out, it's already craved its identity and it leans fully into high immersion, serious roleplay. Echo is whitelisted, which immediately filters the vibe. You're not just walking into random noise, you're joining a curated city where people have applied, been accepted, and actually care about the world they're building. That creates the atmosphere you can't fake. More grounded characters, more consistent behavior, and fewer random interruptions that break immersion. And that structure runs deeper than just player access. Echo also whitelists gangs, jobs, and departments. So if you want to join PD, EMS, or major criminal factions, you're not just showing up, you're joining an organized team with standards, training, and accountability. That makes encounters feel meaningful. When you run into someone, they're playing their role seriously. It gives the whole city a kind of cinematic flow where interactions build naturally instead of exploding into chaos. Then there's attention to detail, which is honestly impressive. Echo goes beyond basic customization and packs in a ton of immersive micro features. There are custom vehicles that actually match the city's tone, a deeper inventory system with item degradation, custom clothing, females' hairstyles, synced weather and lighting, redesigned UI elements, the little polished touches that makes the world feel alive. Even the lighting and weather cycles are synced to feel realistic, which adds subtle atmosphere. If you're looking for a deep immersion, structure, storyline, and a city that rewards long-term investment, Echo RP is the place. It's a slower paced than some others, but that's the whole point. It lets you actually live a character's story, not just speed run it. Prodigy RP feels like what would happen if someone rebuilt GTA from the ground up specifically for immersive roleplay, but still made it fun. It's a whitelisted FiveM server, and that matters here because Prodigy uses its whitelist not to gatekeep but to protect the quality of the world. You won't get chaos for chaos sake. Everyone who steps in has been vetted and usually shows up ready to play their role seriously, which sets the tone from the moment you load in. What makes Prodigy stand out is how designed it is for depth. Almost every system is built to give you layers to peel back, so no matter what role you're choosing, you feel like you're building something, not just running the same loop forever. Starting with jobs, you get the familiar staples like police, EMS, and lawyer, but also a huge range of civilian work. Farming, mining, hunting, fishing, postal delivery, salvaging, even pressure washing. These aren't just filtered jobs either. Each path has its own progression and rewards, which makes civilian life actually interesting, something most servers completely miss. If you prefer criminal side, Prodigy delivers there too, and in detail you can hit store, robberies, house break-ins, muck other players at gunpoint, steal mail or craft weapons or attachments from stolen materials. It's a real criminal economy loop that makes risk feel meaningful. You're not just clicking rob and waiting for a payout, you're building networks, finding resources, and climbing the ranks. It is a hard server to get into it, and there are long queues to actually join the server, but once you're in, you're not gonna regret it. And there you have it, 5 RP servers that are each incredible in their own way, from the massive chaos of Grand RP to the structured realism of Echo and the wild turfs of Pimpin' RP. There's something here for every kind of player. Let me know down in the comments which one you're jumping into, and drop your favorite server if you think it deserves a spot in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next countdown. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.